Oh, God. Episode 29. As of this recording, we are still working under blackout conditions. We have no power. We're literally recording this in a car on a crappy old tablet from 2011 and uploading the podcast via cell phone, which has spotty service, so it takes like an hour. Well, I mean, everybody knows we're dedicated, but this is an extreme case of dedication, mate. Even I would be like, forget this. I'm taking a day off. Yeah, well, we don't do that, because there is stuff to talk about. As news slowly started trickling into my life once more, we found out that Hazbin Hotel is actually going to be a TV series. Now, for those who haven't seen Hazbin Hotel, look it up on YouTube and watch it. It's like probably right up your alley for listeners of this show. Yeah, I kind of liked it. It's really like, it was like different compared to everything else that's out there. And my God, it was like actually original content. It wasn't a parody. It wasn't like some video game little mock-up kind of thing. Like, oh, Zelda's running around and things are happening and haha, omega lol, and that kind of internet meme stuff. Yes, it was actually a piece of original work. Anyway, it's got a cool, I kind of want to say, Beetlejuice animated series vibe meets Ren and Stimpy. So it's kind of cool. I mean, on that basis alone, and it's got a really, just watch it, all right? I don't want to get into it and spoil it, but it did get picked up by, A24? I don't know a lot of their stuff, but hopefully they won't fuck it up. A24, do not fuck this up. And yo, whoever's in charge, do not merchandise the fuck out of it, okay? That's one of the reasons I got sick of Rick and Morty. The show is still good. I'm just tired of seeing merch being pushed in my face 24/7. I don't need a 6-foot-tall pickle Rick. That episode wasn't that great. Pickle Rick. Oh, we're in a pickle rickle. Have you noticed? Hey, the other news? This better not be about baby metal. No, Ren and Stimpy. They're getting a reboot. All right, here's the thing. When I heard they were gonna reboot Ren and Stimpy, without the creator, here's the thing. I know the guy has had issues, so what the fuck ever. I'm not getting into the he did this bullshit. I'm addressing this from a creative standpoint, not a social one. Okay? When an original creator isn't involved in the series that they created, shit kind of goes sideways. Happened with SpongeBob. Happened with, a ton of shit, And one of the key phrases that worries me is it's a reimagining of Ren and Stimpy. Reimagining means, hey, I got an idea. Okay, reimagining is basically fanfic, okay? This show better not turn into some stupid fanfic. Oh, but, some fanfic is actually better than the source content. I mean, look at Star Wars. All right, okay. Star Wars! Oh, I hate Star Wars because it puts me to sleep. Dum-dum-dum. Yeah, I'm not talking about Star Wars anymore. It's here's the thing. Hazbin Hotel has kind of a edgy 90's vibe to it. And, Ren and Stimpy was definitely 90's. Beavis and Butthead is coming back. Definitely 90's. Am I the only one that finds it weird that they're actually starting to mine these old 90's franchises again? Well, I mean, they already did it with the 80s, so, 90's is right up next, isn't it? They already did Transformers and J.I. Joe and, all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which they destroyed. And, it's just the cycle of life, mate. God, it's just so depressing. Because then they always bring something back, and then it's like, it's never as good as it was. Because I feel like the producers are trying to live and market this off nostalgia, as opposed to actually making something new and good, But who the fuck knows what goes on behind the scenes of making a show? All I know is it better not be watered down. Beavis and Butthead better not be watered down, okay? Ren and Stimpy better not be watered down. And please, person who created Hazbin Hotel, I know you already signed contracts, but please, make sure you don't get screwed. I have seen a lot of crappy one-sided contracts come across my desk over the last 20 years that I have all passed on. Might be a little late for you, but double check the fine print. Anyway, to the creators and workers of Hazbin Hotel, good job. I really hope this works out. And I want it to be successful, but not merch down my throat successful, all right? You just don't like merch, do you? I like it to a certain extent, all right? Anyway, good luck. God, I hope this works. Yeah, hey, if Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead work out, why don't they should bring back other stuff. Like what? They're trying to reboot Animaniacs as well. And I've already heard that there isn't going to be any, the nurse character that basically everybody loved. Hey, right, I remember it was like, hello, nurse. That, because she was all, attractive and yeah, apparently you can't be attracted to women anymore in cartoon form. That's weird, isn't it? Because, I mean, a large majority of the planet does like the opposite sex. And even the ones the same sex that like that would be like, oh, hello, nurse! I mean, why not? You quite literally got the entire demographic there. Oh, I just... Yeah, whatever. Josie!
I am in low power mode. Don't fucking bother me.
Look, we got a little bit of power siphoning it off someone else's generator, okay? We got a little bit of juice, but she's in low power mode. We're only using her for emergencies, alright? Shh. Don't tell anyone. Christ, man. Alright, whatever. Josie!
I am in low power mode. Bugger off.
Alright, whatever. Why you ask Robot Lady? Well, no, I was thinking of other shows from the 90's they could bring back. Oh, Duckman! Bring back Duckman! Oh, what about the critic? Oh, remember the critic? He was all like, it stinks. Okay, I can't do this thing. Let me try it. It stinks. No, that sounds weird too. It stinks. It's really difficult to do that guy's voice. Was it John Lovitz? He's so good. Yeah, the critic would actually be really good considering the state of content now. But, that show was more than just commenting on movies and stuff. There was actually story. I don't know if people can do that anymore. Well, my Hazbin Hotel did it. Yeah, I know, but you know what? They weren't bothered by a large corporation. Now they are. God, A24, don't fuck it up. Mission Hill. That's another show I would like to see, but it was done during a weird time period, during like the rise of .coms and stuff, and it's just, it wouldn't work now. Boy, since they're digging up 90's nostalgia, do we fall into that? Because we've been around forever. No, we're more like 2000s, like the aughts. 4Y Records. Yo, that was 90's. Maybe they should do that. Who's in charge of 4Y Records? Get that fucker back to work. Yeah, I really don't think that show will fly right now. Well, why? Dude, that record store clerk was so cutting with his comments, mate. He was all like, oh, you like this? Well, it's really terrible, and, it's the worst thing ever made, and you're the worst thing ever created as well, because you like it, and you're perpetuating the worst things that are ever made by buying them. He was like the black books of record stores, like the Bernard Black of music. But instead of targeting the customers, he targeted the customers as well, he really went after the music. He really hated certain things, and it was like, his observations were, like, spot on, but I think people today define themselves too much by the content they like to be able to swallow that bitter pill and still enjoy life. Dude, what the fuck do I care what people can handle? Dude, the first episode alone, he criticized Marilyn Manson, like, drastically. Yeah, but, the creator of the cartoon actually likes Marilyn Manson. Oh, that's weird. Right? Like, he literally has every one of his albums, and there's just certain ones he fucking hates. So that's why he made that cartoon. Really? Huh. Yeah, that's the thing. You can love something, yet still criticize it. What, you never go through a gaming Reddit? You know how many people criticize games that they really want to be better? That's the whole thing about criticism. You want it to be better. You don't want it to be good, you want it to be great. So you throw your opinion out there and try to make it better, or at least push people in a way that'll make them try to perform a little better. Oh, kind of like one of those American football coaches that are like, all right, it's terrible. If you don't get out there to win, you're all awful, and I'll hate you, and my mom will die. That kind of thing. I've seen it in movies. I don't watch sports movies because I feel like I can't bet on the winner. And in other news, again, we gotta kind of make this short because we're on blackout time. Let's see. Oh, no. You know how Xbox was supposed to be doing their own, like, Netflix of gaming thing? They have this thing, Game Pass, right? Where, it's a monthly subscription, but you get access to all the games that are constantly being added to this service. Now, it's going to be on Android and PC and Xbox and all that shit, right? But, for some reason, Apple won't allow Xbox to put their xCloud, Xbox Game Pass thing on their store. Yeah, and I'll read into that. You know what they said? They're like, oh, we need to review every game in Game Pass, and so we're going to reject this app because it's not individually posted in our store. I know, right? It's like, Apple literally said, since they can't review every game in Game Pass, they're not going to allow it on their platform for, the safety of their consumers, is the basic gist. Now, they're not concerned about the safety of their consumers. They don't want their consumers realizing that Apple games is fucking terrible and that they can play better games by streaming them right through their fucking iPad. The same thing happened with Facebook Gaming, and they didn't even have any real games in there. They had these, like, little mini-games where you'd, like, shoot basketballs into hoops while watching streamers on Facebook Gaming. Facebook literally had to rip out all those little mini-games because, Apple doesn't want anybody encroaching on their game space. Okay, Apple, here's the thing. 1, you make a decent product when it comes to phones only, okay? And back in the day when you had iPods. Nobody cares about your computers, okay? Stop wasting money on those, all right? Bring back the headphone jack. You're not that good that I don't want a fucking 3.5mm jack and a decent pair of headphones. Bluetooth does not cut it yet, all right? And stop being so insular. I mean, Jesus Christ, just fucking let people do what they want with your device. And then you wonder why everyone's trying to jailbreak it and root it and all that bullshit. Fuck. Oh no, it is kind of annoying. It's like I'm sitting here with my phone and I'm like, oh, I wish I could do this. Oh, sorry, you can't, Apple. You know, it's a little bothersome, you know. I don't use any phones. The last app I tried to download on my phone didn't work, and then I had to use my rotary, and I was like, 1, 8, 0, 0, and then I tried to call Apple, and Apple was like, we don't support this device. And I was like, but it's on my wall. So, I have no apps. Somebody get him no, don't get him a cell phone. It'll just be dangerous. Yeah, so it's a little disappointing that Apple's being so insular and denying gamers the ability to game on different platforms. Even if it's just shitty, tiny little mobile games by fucking Facebook. God. They're not even, I wouldn't even consider them games. They're like time wasters. Oh, did you hear? Fast and Furious' game is coming out soon. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's got calls and you're like, you know, like they do. I don't care. Why would I care about Fast and Furious? I don't. Whatever. Yeah, they're also coming out with a Marvel's Avengers game, which I don't really give a shit about either. You know, it's like, what the fuck ever. But we gotta wrap this up because I can see my battery life slowly dwindling. We don't have a lot of time, and I gotta hook my tablet to a generator to recharge it so I can fix this up. Again. Whatever. Josie!
Are you daft? I am in low power mode, you wanker.
Just end the podcast. That's all I need you to do today, okay? Get a little bit of power and end the podcast. Oh, did you hear they're trying to reboot Knight Rider?
Podcast
Shutting down.